Hello everyone, I am back for a video of sorts, and yeah. So, I decided to play some Fallout today, and what you're seeing on screen looks like 10 million times better than what it looked like when I was playing. Because when I was playing, my screen was up and to the left, so the top and the top portion of my screen was cut off, and the very most left point on the screen was cut off. Now luckily I've cropped this though, because my eyes are hurting like hell, because well, before I cropped it, the actual video had the game in the top left corner of the screen, and then it had the rest of everything flashing, and it sucked. Right now this is a post audio recording, because I didn't know if it was gonna work, so I didn't want to record the audio if nothing was gonna work. So yeah, right now I'm actually walking around my kitchen to look outside because I hear a noise. Also, there were some videos that I had made with this new setup in which there was a very loud noise like in the background, and that was my furnace, but that's been repaired, so that's all good. But yeah, so this game's kind of a pain in the ass for me to play at points because I can't see the very top and the very left, but luckily in the recording it shows up and I was able to center it and everything, so it'll look nice for you guys. So once I get used to Sony Vegas 13, I can start doing some nice stuff. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be playing some Fallout. The only reason why I was justifying walking around like I was, like around the kitchen, is because I just left the entire intro sequence in here for the hell of it. And right now I just have it running on Sony Vegas so I can get all my timings right. Also, this version of Sony Vegas, I don't know how well it's gonna work because it is a torrented version. Because I don't have money. Like, I will buy it if I have money. If I have money and I like the software, I'll end up buying it. I'm actually doing a scan of my PC right now just in case, because of the whole it being from a torrent. So yeah, I'm just making sure, because I've seen some stuff about the, I've seen some stuff about it, and it's already detected something, and it even said in, like, the patch notes for how I got it, it was like, okay, because what it does is it generates a serial key, and it can pop up on it, and so if it goes and it pops up, and it's just like, oh, you might not want this, and that it's not, like, a really high-level, like, remove it type thing, then I can just go, whatever, and keep it. Because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It doesn't even come up when I search for it. Whereas a lot of like viruses and such will come up when you search for it. So yeah. The stuff is still going for the beginning. It's still talking. This was actually my first time playing this game, so I was getting down the controls and everything. And yeah, I'm seeing it looks nice because I've very cropped and everything. It looks nice. I couldn't even tell like what the top said, but now I can actually like post-recording read it. I'm just hoping that it actually comes out good resolution because I'm having to crop it to the very top of the screen. And I hope that Sony Vegas works well. I'm used to using Adobe Premiere because that's what I learned how to do in multimedia in class. Right now I'm picking my character, and I decided to take the charismatic character just because that's I like doing that. Because like I have a character right now in New Vegas on my Xbox where the entire thing about him is that, actually it's a she, is that she is essentially Velvet Remedy from the fanfiction. Now I was trying to figure out what to do here, but because I couldn't see the stats or anything, I didn't want to mess with it because I couldn't tell like where I was clicking. So I just went with it. I don't really know anything about this game. All I know is a little bit of the story. And that's it, like a little tiny summary. And this too is torrented because I didn't have money. I didn't have money, and it probably would have done the exact same thing on Steam because I downloaded Dead Space and it did something like this. where it was like not in the center of the screen. Like Dead Space did that, and then it fixed itself. And then after it fixed itself, suddenly it decided that like my mouse sensitivity would be all over the place. I like that little sticky note there. It's kind of funny. This map I actually had trouble with, like getting used to it. The biggest thing I had trouble with was getting during this whole entire playthrough, which was 30 minutes of gameplay, if I remember right. But that was actually like getting down the controls. I started to get them down, and so I was able to get out, and I like it. It has all the same features that Bethesda decided to keep after this company was done with it. Well, once they essentially went out of business, so they couldn't come out with any more games. Yeah. I will say I don't like the vault door, like that right there, how the arm comes out and grabs it. That's not at all how Bethesda and Obsidian do it on the vaults in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I didn't like that too much personally. Actually, I just thought about something because I was right next to my computer when I started this, and I'm walking around right now. And I'm gonna be taking out like the audio of the shut up, dog. He just shook his head. But because I'll be taking out the audio of this, it'll be, or of the fan, it'll be good. I'm trying not to walk by this vent in my house. But yeah, now I'm finally actually here, and I'm trying to get down the controls and figure out everything. Yeah. Looks like there's something kind of weird on the side of the screen, like little bit of the shit from like what's happening outside of the screen is interfering, but it's not like hurting the eyes. Yeah, it looks like occasionally there's like a little bit of stuff going on, but it should be fine. I'll go through it, and if it like it's irritating at any point, then I'll just crop the video a little bit more. But pretty much it was a case that it was like seizure inducing. Like I don't have epilepsy, but I thought I was gonna have a seizure from how bad it was hurting my eyes. Yeah, so that sucked ass. Also, if I find that I don't like this software as much, then I'll just stick with I'll just go download Premiere and use it, because I really do like Premiere over Vegas so far. Like Vegas just seems like I don't know, it feels like it's spoon feeding you, but also has a weird layout. Whereas Premiere, everything I had down, because I spent like 5 or 6 weeks straight just using Premiere to edit videos, and like making a 20-minute documentary about World War II in Premiere. I got really used to it, and I had like all sorts of stuff thrown in there, and the only thing I didn't really get down was using a green screen. That's the only thing that I never really got down, but that's because I was doing other stuff at that point. So yeah, I'm fighting rat. Actually, for a while here, I was trying to fight rats, but I couldn't figure it out, so I didn't have any weapon. I think I see, yeah, I have the knife out now. But yeah, I was trying to kill the fucking rats without using a weapon for a while, and I took so much damage, and I had to use a stim pack that quick. And then I got lost in this cave a couple times. But it's fine. I figured it out eventually. And that's what mainly this entire thing is just trying to get through this cave. And me learning, because I'm not used to playing old games like from DOS era. I'm just not used to it. I wasn't even around really when DOS was a thing. This game came out, I do believe, before I was born. I think like at least a year before I was born. So it's old, but it still looks nice. I mean, like, I especially like the beginning part. I actually feel like checking that when this game came out, but I think it like might interfere with how everything's going right now, so I'll just leave it. But yeah, fighting more and more rats. It's nonsense, is what it is. I think I'm gonna do an entire series of this playthrough, and I'm actually gonna record it while it's happening, and my computer just decided to go to sleep because it's a fucking horror. Not sleep, but like just the screen to go out for a second. But yeah, I'm just looking at this, and I'm seeing like occasional like graphical stuff, and also like just a dip in quality. But I'm hoping that it will come out better, because I know Windows Movie Maker tends to look shitty until before the final product, and Adobe Premiere kind of not so much. It usually actually looked almost exactly like it was when it was finished. Like the preview was almost exactly. Though it did improve in the final product. What else? I wrote a review for the anime Strike Witches, because I just finished it a bit ago. And now I'm watching Shakugan no Shana. I'm like over halfway done with that. Started watching Moon Phase because one of my friends kept on telling me to watch it. And I was afraid if I told him I hadn't watched it yet again, he was gonna kill me in my sleep. It's okay. Moon Phase is okay. Shauna is good. I like the characters. It has one of my favorite voice actors, Tabitha St. Germain. And I can tell her voice. It's pretty funny. Like the character that I first heard her as, well, actually, I first heard her a long fucking time ago in different anime dubs, but I didn't know who she was until My Little Pony when she played Rarity. And that's when I actually started caring about voice actors, because I was like, wait, these voices sound similar. Like Tara Strong as Twilight Sparkle before she had done Timmy Turner. Things like that. It's like you start seeing correlations. So I started actually caring about the voice actors. Yeah. So that started going on. What else? Oh, I watched some of One Piece today. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch some videos on YouTube. So I was watching videos on YouTube, and I saw something. I saw this collection of anime vines, which, for some reason, making Vine collections just makes you famous on YouTube, and I don't know why. I wouldn't do it just because Vine, like, I don't like how it looks. I actually prefer now, because iFunny has the, it'll, like, post the most popular Vines. I like it because iFunny has a better layout for it. And also, it only gives you, like, the most popular ones, so you don't have to sort through bullshit and have to, like, go on forums to find the most popular Vines. Yeah, cause the actual Vine app I used for a bit, but I got really tired of it, so I just stopped. There was one thing that had, it was from One Piece Abridged, and I'd never seen it. And I was like, okay, I feel like watching this now just because that was fucking hilarious. So I go and I start watching it, and it's called Nun Piece, and I was like, okay, whatever. And like N-O-N-E, just put N at the beginning of One Piece. I started watching it, and it was pretty cool. I laughed occasionally. It was very fast cut, as opposed to the Dragon Ball Z Abridged series, or some of the other Abridged series where they go and they add a bunch of stuff in, make it funny. This one was a little bit cut and dry. It did have a lot of references in it, but it was a little more ridiculous and over the wall as compared to the TFS Abridged stuff and Takahata 101 with like Hellsing Abridged and all that. But they've also been doing it for a long ass time. That's kind of their thing. This guy, I think, One Piece would have probably been one of his first Abridged series. Not sure though. Right here I was trying to see if I could like, use a flare as a grenade or something. And then I tried using a pistol, I do believe. I'm not really talking about gameplay, just because the gameplay is fucking boring at this point. Because it's just getting out of the vault. It'd be kind of like Fallout 3, just fighting off all the rad roaches. It's fucking boring. Because there's just a swath of pointless enemies that are easy to kill. So once I start like figuring out stuff in this game, it will be a little bit better. But I'm using this as sort of a way to come out and say different things while over this video and see if it works. Because if it does, great. Because the only reason why I even finally decided to use Sony Vegas, like actually start open the torrent file and everything, because I've had it for a week or two. Only reason why I even decided to do anything with it was because of like the seizure-inducing stuff, and you can't crop videos in Windows Movie Maker. Hell, it was hard enough to crop a video in this, like, because I had to find the right settings to just be able to freely crop it without dealing with anything else. So yeah, the struggle of life, if you may. But yeah, I have a blog that I'll link in the description. It's called The Inspirational Tale of Life. A kind of gay-ass sounding name, and I find it funny that I'm saying that, considering I'm a bisexual person. But I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a fruity name right there. But that's kind of how I see life. And I felt like thinking of a name, not like oh dude, 360 no scope, XXX guru, all this like nonsense. I just wanted something that was nice, simple, cut and dry. And really the only other blog that I even read is My Sword is Unbelievably Dull, which is Digibro's blog. And for mine, I wanted to just have different stuff, because I go and I have like a 30-page long thought document on Google Docs, just because I got bored. I get bored sometimes, and instead of like writing a diary or anything like that, I use this like Google Doc to just get my thoughts out, and it's just thoughts about different things, and it helps to ease stress, if you may. And there's certain things I think about that's like, I want to get that out there. So I want to use the blog for like the purpose of posting anime reviews, just like posting things I've been inspired by lately, things like that, and maybe announcements, but no one's really on there other than a friend or two. A couple people have read that review and they liked it. And considering that was my second review I've ever written, but my first one that I actually went in depth, because the first review I ever wrote was for Zenkyo no Terror, and I wrote that the second I finished watching it, and in the thought document, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this into my anime list. And I posted it there, and it's been about half and half. Half people found it helpful, half people found it unhelpful. That's probably because I did go into a little bit of spoiler territory, but I warned. It's like, for me, it's hard not to go into spoilers for a show, and with Strike Witches, I avoided going into spoilers as much as possible. But I managed to just describe it, show what I liked about it, show what the flaws were, things like that, and give it a rating. Because, I mean, Strike Witches was a show that I didn't expect to be good. I had seen a ad for the manga in the Dance of the Vampire Bun manga a couple times. And I was like, okay, I will explore this, if you may. And so I just had searched some stuff for it at one point, and it looked okay. And it wasn't until, actually, I can't remember what happened, because I was just like going through and I was trying to think of something to watch, and so I ended up having on kissanime.com, where I usually get most of my anime. I had like this list of anime to download that I just had been too lazy to download, so I entered all of that into a roulette wheel on the internet, spun it, and Strike Witches happened to come up first. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I just went through everything and got this list made up, and then I ended up deleting the list by accident, because I was getting rid of stuff before this this tech guy took my computer for a bit. But I ended up downloading the series, and some of the dub episodes weren't working, so I torrented the sub. And So I was switching between the torrented subs and the dub, which I do on a pretty regular basis. Sorry about that, I burped a little bit. But yeah, I do switch between dubs and subs on the go. It doesn't matter to me. Because, like, subs oftentimes have the best voice actors because it's the original. However, dub, I don't have to spend time reading. So I was switching between that, and I liked it. That's also when I decided to finally get a FLC or FCL, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just so I could watch MKV files, because I then torrented a couple other like movies and such. By a couple I mean like 20 movies, and all this on a school laptop too. That's the funny part. I've been doing all this on a school laptop just because I haven't had access to my laptop here at home. Because shit's been like under lockdown. But like right now I'm on my home computer just because, mainly because my mother, if you may, she is over at a friend's house and she's been there for like 3 days straight, and I don't think she's gonna come home tonight, so I'm just doing this. So I recorded the game footage, had a little bit of fun with that. I like the menus, is mainly what I like. I like them over the menus in Fallout 3 and such, because I like being able to drag stuff and get info on stuff and choose all that. I like that, but PC's generally better for menus over Xbox. But I played the game while learning about, played the game while I had a review going, I do believe, on my phone, just a review watching it. And then ended up doing stuff. Now here I finally get out of the vault. I was happy. And it took me a bit with this map. I was like, do I just like move down one? Do I have to like search around like that for everything? I was like, fucking seriously? I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about that. I think that's like, I can go to different places in the vault, but there's no reason right now, considering I already walked out of the vault. But I then ended up, again, I can't see the very top. Like, I couldn't see any of that stuff that's at the top of the screen. It was cut off. Right at the top of the box of dots, like in places that you can go. It was cut off right there, and I couldn't see any of the rest up above it. So here I fought this big-ass rat, which was a pain in the ass. Everything in this game was a pain in the ass. But what do you expect when I'm used to playing a game from 2009, and I'm playing a game right now from like, I don't know. I think this came out 90. It's in the 90s. I know that. I don't know at what point in the 90s, because it escapes my memory. It's been a bit, to say the least. But yeah, just gonna kill this big ass rat bear thing. And then I end up finding a city, and then I end up talking to the guy, and I like the bartering system, because from what I saw, I saw that it might be possible that I could end up, like, getting a better deal for stuff, because of having really high charisma. And that'd be pretty cool. I didn't test that out, because I was just wanting to get through everything. But yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know why I'm tired. I've slept a lot today. I slept until like 2 p.m. today. Maybe. I don't know. I slept pretty late into the day. But I was also up until about 5 a.m. before I finally decided to get off of the Xbox, which that again was doing what I shouldn't be, because I'm technically like not supposed to be on any electronics other than school stuff. Just because, like, a bunch of stuff is coming up, and Mom wants me to, do my best, apparently. So, I finally took this fucker out. and look for loot, and I haven't been getting any loot from anything, which is kind of sad, because I'm used to getting, like, meat or something like that, but then I got all this fruit, so I was happy. So I think I'll actually, like, start walking through areas instead of just going through the map, because, like, with that, for instance, the only reason why I stopped there was because there was an enemy, so I'm pretty sure that I'm just gonna end up start walking through individual areas to make sure there's nothing there for me to loot. Because this game, I feel a lot more, it feels a lot more like you need to survive over, oh shit, there's an enemy, just run like hell. Just run for your fucking life. Like in Fallout. Because Fallout, for instance, Fallout New Vegas, I'm used to playing it on hardcore mode, where I can take one hit from a lot of enemies and die. So I'm used to always, like, taking out enemies at a huge distance, and I remember being so happy when I got a sniper from Gamora. Oh god, I have the hiccups, and it fucking sucks, because I'm, like, hiccuping, and, like, almost puking from it. Here it says unknown, and, I see these telling me to holster my weapons, so I holster my weapons. I'm happy that I finally found a city, and this is actually like where I end up stopping, is in this city. Yeah. So there's the thing. It's a case that I end up talking to him, and the interface is nice. I saw all these buttons on the side, and I end up exploring them over the course of the video, which has about 3 minutes left in it, so not too much. So I need to kind of start wrapping things up, or I'm just gonna have to have like a text card or images, because yeah, and that'd be kind of ridiculous. Because I don't know how much longer I can talk about stuff. I really do. So yeah. Stuff and fluff and fucking Winnie the Pooh references now. Fuck Winnie the Pooh. The voice actor, I can't remember what, but he did something else, like something big, like that everyone wasn't expecting. Kind of like how like the actor for Luke Skywalker does the Joker's voice and a lot of stuff, specifically the Arkham games. But yeah, had some fun with Left Fallout and such. I think I'm going to divide this video into 2 parts. I'm gonna find a place to cut it. Might be a little bit abrupt, but whatever. That could work. I could start just using this as kind of a do this and it'd be nice. Like record while I'm talking and just cut it up. Because, like, posting a 30-minute video can be kind of daunting on YouTube. Because, like, I have some longer videos on YouTube, and I'm happy that I have the right to post longer videos, but people usually don't want to click on a 30-minute long video. They just don't. So I think I'll do 2 parts, and that will be the best thing we can do right here. So that it will, like, I don't want to milk people for views, but that'll be the best thing for the YouTube algorithms, because it's not likely to recommend really long videos unless you're, like, watching unless you watch a lot of really long videos, and most people don't. That's why a lot of YouTubers end up having their videos be, like, between 3 minutes when it's a bunch of cut footage, and, like, 15 minutes when they're actually playing the game, because about 15 minutes is all someone usually has. I prefer the 15-minute long videos because I feel like I get more bang for my buck. And like doing Let's Plays and such is fucking easy. It requires no skill at all to do Let's Plays. Trust me. All you have to do is have a recording software and a video editing software. And actually, you really don't even need that. You could use the YouTube Movie Maker, I do believe, because you could just like upload a video of your audio and have it private, upload the video private, and then splice them together, and bam, holy shit, you have a Let's Play video. It takes, you really don't even need video editors for it. I'm just using it because, again, I have to do all sorts of cropping with this to prevent seizures and such because of it being a DOS game and opening way up at the top left. So it's winding down now. I can't believe I've actually talked for 30 minutes now. Just continually. Straight 30 minutes of talking. Right here I start entering a bunch of bullshit to get him to say something, and I try to, like, little immature things, and they don't really work, and I try some actual things that might come up, like they're relevant to the game, and like nothing came up. This guy seemed to know absolutely nothing. I was actually kind of sad there was no voices for anyone else in the game. That's all just reading. So yeah, just keep on trying to enter stuff, and I feel like this feature is completely useless asking them a question. So I just kind of enter stuff, and once I'm finally done entering stuff, and then I end up like looking at the log, I end up just being done, essentially. I'm like, okay, I think I'm done, so I end up saving, quitting. So, yeah, that is the video for now. Just a shit ton of rambling, because that seems to be all I can really do with this. But that's... there's a lot of shit that has happened lately in my life. I could go on and on and on and on and on. I feel like I really could go on and on and on and on and on about how much shit has happened lately, with tons of tests and all that. But the video length has constrained it, and that's my own fault. So yeah, right here, save it onto the bollocks save file. And yeah, I've had fun doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.